These days, it seems like you can't look at the internet without seeing a photo from Banff. Between relentless Instagram posts, your friend's vacation, or a marketing campaign, there's a crazy level of hype. Continuously setting new attendance records, we decided to join the crowds and see what's the hype about. We're so excited. We're heading into Banff, and I am not letting this out of my hands. Super beautiful campsite for the next 3 nights, and we're at the Lake Louise campground. We're just happy that we found any campsite to reserve online before we got here because we booked so late. So it wasn't even like which campground we want to go to, it was just like whatever has availability. So we're at this campsite for 3 nights, which was a lot of availability to find the week before we arrived.
But we have to be bear aware. It never stops. I just wanted to show this really quick because I think it's cool. Behind me is this little bridge here, and obviously it's a bridge over a river, but it goes to the tent camping, and it's like a little bear island out there almost. We've been staying over in the RV park part of camping. It's all hard-sided stuff, or if you're in a camper van or something. But if you're tent camping here, because there are so many bears, you have to stay over in like the Bear Island area, and there's an electric fence around it to protect you. And then there's this river, which is a moat. I mean, the bears can still get across that, but they go up to the fence. That's kind of a deterrent. But like, this is something out of a zombie movie or something. Like your defensive bridge over a moat up to the electric fence. It's awesome.
$7:40 p.m. The crowds are totally fine, don't you think? Like, it's no big deal here. Just as epic as promised. I mean, it just smells good here. And you know what? The hotel's not bothering me either. You always see the other way. Here's what it looks like this way. Friday night, middle of July. We're thinking for the lighting, we might have to come here early morning though. We prefer when things are sunset locations instead of sunrise locations, but this is looking like a sunrise location. Welcome to day 1 in Banff. This isn't necessarily the campground I would recommend if you were staying 2 nights and like having a short visit into Banff. This is pretty remote. You could come up here and you could do Moraine Lake and do Lake Louise, but you wouldn't necessarily have to camp here. I would recommend camping at any of the other campgrounds. They're all closer to the town of Banff if you wanted to see and do that. And there's just other things closer. This is kind of remote up here in the middle. But for us, it's perfect. And we're getting AT&T, pretty good service, like totally fine, workable. And T-Mobile is pretty minimal here. And maybe not even functional. I have a bar though, it doesn't say no service. All in all, Canada cell service has been way better than the state of Montana, so we're just happy about that.
Getting settled this morning took a little bit longer than we thought it was going to, but we're finally heading up to Lake Louise now to do an actual hike there. We're going up to Six Glacier something. Me and Pepper. We're going to the Six Glacier hike. Let's go. Scooter ride first. Come on, let's go. Obviously Saturdays are really, really busy here. We had a bit of a traffic jam getting up here today, but luckily with Scoopy, we got some rockstar parking right in front and we don't have to wait to park way up there.
Pro tip, we stopped at the lobby of the Fairmont to go to the ATM and grab some cash because the tea house only accepts cash.
Who would have thought? A tea house on the side of a mountain doesn't have a credit card.
Doesn't have a credit card machine, there's probably no service.
106 Glaciers?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a well-marked trail.
It's paved. We shouldn't get too lost.
It's a good introduction.
Well, the beginning of the hike is just right here next to the lake on the paved trail. A little bit stressful getting to this point. Tim was walking 900 miles an hour.
I needed to get out of the mob scene. There were so many people. Plus the thing, like, we're in sweatshirts and pants. There's so many people around here in like shorts and cut-off shirts.
Yeah.
You know, it's freezing.
If you're looking at us and thinking that we're on this Arctic truck, we are cold, but so many people are in flip-flops and shorts, and we are a little overdressed here. But we also think we're gonna still be hiking at like 9 p.m. Not to mention the fact it's really cold right now. This is what it looks like on the other side of the lake. Despite how many people, there are a slew of nations. It is so interesting listening to all the languages that you pass on the path. But it's pretty cool.
This is the most diverse of a spot we've been to. Like,
For sure.
even being at Grand Canyon and stuff, that was like all Chinese tourists, a couple Europeans. This is like all
This
over.
is like anything
Yeah.
and everything.
The best stuff's always up.
I got caught between two horse tours. Black one in front.
There it
There you
is.
go,
All
yeah.
right, sorry, my
Yeah, no
apologies. Oh, I think I might have hit the record button.
Oh wait, let's see.
No worries.
Sorry, my thumb hit the display button.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, they're free. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is it. We're going from just a little bushwalk thing to look. It's snow in July. It's not a big deal.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
Or did you think it was rocks?
Is that a glacier right there?
It's snow. That's where Santa lives.
But I mean, like, that is Lake Louise. We came from the other side. Whew. Doing pretty good. We changed clothes 900 times. Definitely less people up here, of course, but still a lot. Everyone is coming this way. We're the only people going that way. I'm gonna put you away because it's raining. Here we go.
The weather keeps getting wetter on this little. This was supposed to be a nice easy walk to get some tea this morning, and it turned into this. Out of the many things we forgot about doing all of this, at least we remembered, always bring a rain jacket. Always. Bright bluebird sky, bring a rain jacket. And then Finny somehow is kicking my butt and setting the pace right now. Finny, where do you get your power from?
I'm a sled dog. It's pulling me. Also, I just want to go inside.
Do you think it's always raining up here?
It wasn't yesterday. We could have done it yesterday.
Look at you! Oh my goodness!
It's a bear.
We found a wolf up here.
Oh yeah. I wasn't looking where I'm going. I just went on.
We gotta find a seat. I don't know if there will be.
Yeah, we'll be leaving now.
Oh, really? Awesome.
So, no problem.
Made it. Here, Pepper made it too.
I'm here at the Harry Potter house, under the stairs, having my cheese, which I brought on this hike, my tea. We made it. We're not exactly warming up. We're kind of getting colder sitting here outside in the rain. I had been saying I wanted to use my new rain jacket and test it out. This is great. This is very expensive. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this on our channel. There's other rain jackets that work as well. But what's really the game winner here is my Adidas Tarek Swift Gore-Tex shoes. I'll have a video right here about those. We basically walked in a rocky river coming up the switchback to get here, and my socks are still completely dry. I don't even know.
Hi, baby.
Ah, the perfect ending. Ooh, look, you can see my breath. We need to warm up by continuing to hike. This time down, and I think the rain let up a little bit, so it should be a little bit better going down. Hopefully it's not raining down there, and this was just a mountain thing. Well, we had to get the camera out one more time in the hike home because this is so epic, and it stopped raining and we got a little bit of sun. Enjoy this B-roll.
This is something I've been looking forward to since we first visited up here. Instead of a nice 70-degree afternoon, we're doing this when it's like 55 out. Oh, it's actually, it's
It can't be that much colder in the air.
It's
Oh
balmy.
god, yeah.
I take that back. Okay. Well, that's enough of that. I don't. Okay.
You're like brain
That's
dead.
hard to talk right now. Now it feels warm out here though. I prefer the hot springs. That was breathtaking.
So there is a reason for the hype. You literally can point a camera anywhere in the park and strike gold, even in the rain. It doesn't hurt, the park is clean, well laid out, and dog friendly. All this, and that was just one location in the massive park. There's so much more to Banff than Lake Louise, and that's exactly what we'll be exploring next week as we look for the hidden gems in Banff.